think every person makes a very big difference in this world.
David Bowie did, so I think it can be done.
George Washington, first president. You know, he changed everything.
Look at Karl Marx, Einstein, and many others.
Somebody invented football. It's probably like one guy that invented football. Look how great that is. That changed the world.
Every person can make a difference in the world. Anybody can make a big difference if they choose to. But it's that choice that's the hard thing.
Can one person make a difference in the world? Everybody knows you can make a difference in the world. Not only that, everybody knows that he's responsible to make a difference in the world. That it's something wrong if he's not making a difference in the world. Let me show you. You see, if you ask somebody, isn't it terrible what's happening in Chechnya? Isn't it terrible what's happening in Ethiopia, the famine? Isn't it terrible what's happening in Indonesia when they're killing each other? Isn't it terrible in Rwanda? Isn't it terrible? Isn't it terrible wife beating? Isn't it terrible battered babies? Isn't it terrible the drug problem? Isn't it terrible? And everybody says, yeah, terrible, terrible, terrible. So every human being feels these things are terrible. So what are you going to do about it? Me? What can I do about it? You'll never have someone saying to you, me? Why should I do anything about it? I didn't do it. You know, if a guy, if you walk into somebody's house, you know, if somebody walks into your house and you spill ink on the floor and you say, hey, why don't you do something about it? He says, I didn't do it. What do you want from me? Yeah, because he doesn't feel responsible. But when you ask him, what are you going to do about world misery? And what are you going to do about the problem of Israel? What are you going to do about Chechnya? Nobody's going to say, look, I didn't do it. What should I do about it? Why should I do anything about it? They say, what can I do about it? If I can and I don't, then you can condemn me. So then you say to them, tell me, how much time did you think about it? Everybody knows that if you were really suffering through the starvation in Ethiopia and you saw people dying, and when you got back you'd be telling your friends, hey listen, we should organize something, we should do something. People are dying, it's miserable. You wouldn't be indifferent. But it's so far away. Rwanda, it's so far away. You know what Niebuhr said in Germany? When they came for the communists, I said, I'm not a communist. When they came for the Jews, I said, I'm not a Jew. When they came for the Catholics, I said, I'm not a Catholic. When they came for the liberals, they said, I'm not a liberal. And then when they came for me, there was nobody left.
The way you raise your kids changes the world, and you know, the way every action that you have has a reaction. And that has a reaction that goes on down the line until it changes the world, you know, the ripple effect.
I think with today and with the technology and the communication we have today and the impact, I think one person can make a huge difference in the whole world.
When you feel that all of us are your brothers and that people who are suffering are worthy of your commiseration and your effort, then you got to do something. You know you got to do something. If you know it strong enough, and you work hard enough, and you believe that there is a goodwill amongst mankind that you can fire up, we can change the world. You can help people who are in famine. People have done it. You can help people who are being murdered. It's been done. The United Nations has been forced into action sometimes. Yeah, we can do it. Every individual can make the difference if they really mean it, and they're ready to think about it, and they're ready to feel it, and they're ready to act to the extent they can act. Things can get done. It's your responsibility.